Hello and welcome to Blythe Ray Business News. For this edition, I'm joined by Paul Livett, who is Chief Executive of Infoo, a privately owned company which has an app and technology which might just save your life, but we'll get to that in a moment. Paul, it's been a while since you were on the programme. Welcome back. Before we get into the detail, just give viewers a quick overview of what Infoo does, please.
Yeah, so we've developed a number of products to try and help resolve the complicated and often overlooked issue of recall and dangerous products in multi and single occupancy dwellings. And we've done that through developing some novel technology that our customers use.
Now, I know you started out looking at product recall for dangerous electrical devices in single occupancy dwellings. You've now moved on to look at multi-occupancy dwellings and buildings. What are the safety challenges there, and what are the dangers for landlords and tenants, and how have you changed the service to accommodate that?
Yeah, I mean, every year there are so many fires now in both single and multi-occupancy dwellings, and so the issue really is that in a multi-occupancy dwelling, it's quite easy for the fire to migrate outside of the dwelling where it originates. And so we decided that for things like purpose-built student accommodation and for care homes, that we would develop a specific product for that market. And ultimately, our core aim is to help people identify and take these dangerous products out of circulation.
So are there differences then between Infoo's product for its current markets, single occupancy, and this new solution for multi-occupancy buildings?
Yeah, absolutely. With consumers, normally with sort of single dwellings, consumers will use the app which we have to identify the products in their house. When it comes to multi-occupancy, the issue is much bigger, and you're dealing with facility management companies who have to go through a whole estate and identify products within that. So what we've done is we've developed it so that it's really click and forget. It takes a few seconds for each product. And it really fits within the processes that they're used to. So partly cleaning or partly maintenance, it can just be integrated into that, and it becomes part of their everyday business. So it's quite a simple solution to use. And I mean, the issue is quite a big one. I mean, we've all heard the horrible stories. I mean, the inquiry's still going on with Grenfell, but I mean, each year there are now multiple fires in multiple buildings. In the last year, there have been 2 significant fires in student accommodation. Luckily, there were no fatalities, but serious damage, serious financial issues, and students were taken to hospital. So we thought really the time is right for us to actually develop our product from a consumer one, and we also have two other markets that we focus on at the moment, which is military housing, again, a big issue, slightly older appliances, and a lot of them with issues that might be outstanding. So that's one market. And then obviously, we also focus on the charity sector, where there are sort of second-hand goods donated to charities. And again, we screen those for various clients to take those out of circulation before they get put back into circulation when they're sold through the charity shops.
Let's just focus on this issue of risks of fires from faulty electrical appliances in purpose-built accommodation. What is it that Infoo does to help property managers and landlords stay ahead in identifying and mitigating the risks effectively?
Yeah, I mean, the process at the moment that people, let's be honest, a lot of people don't do anything at the moment. And the reason is because that the process is a manual one. And it's really broken. So effectively, what facilities managers and the general public have to do is they have to go to multiple sources of information: government, private sector, trading standards. There's a whole range of information out there. None of it's searchable. None of it's automated. There's no technological solution to deal with that. So the reality is that there's a huge amount of risk. There are over 10 million items, recalled items, still in circulation in the UK. And that's, it's a huge issue. So what we've done is we've effectively combined all of that data in one place for the first time. We've developed an automated solution where you have multiple choices. So we can either link it directly with companies' API systems or through an API to their system, or we have an app that you take a simple photo of the label on the appliance, and that's all you do. So it's click and forget. One photo, and that product is on our system forever. and it's tracked. So the facilities managers, once they've done that, they don't have to do anything else. If there's an issue in the future, we raise it with them, we flag it, but that's all that happens. So it's quite a simple solution to use. And in terms of fitting into their existing processes, it's natural. It just goes in, and they don't have to really change their behaviour. So it makes it quite easy for them to adopt.
Okay. Now, as you said, there are what 10 million recalled electrical products out there, still being used by people, which is a scary thought. Now, Infoo has just commissioned, I think it's your second YouGov survey, looking at people's habits and views on surrounding product recalls and product registration. Come on, what were the key findings from that survey that Infoo has done?
Yeah, so I mean, it's quite scary, really. I mean, 84% of people we did a large. It was through YouGov, and 84% of people know that there's an issue and know they should do something about it. But only a third of people actually do anything about it. So it means that 2/3 of people have never. I mean, some people start to do something, and then when they get to the existing process, this manual process, they just give up. So it's quite a big, it's quite a big issue in the market, and hopefully with our consumer product, we've allowed them for the first time to make it super simple. Yeah.
You're also working with safety and regulatory bodies. What's that doing for the Infoo business?
Yeah, we've got a 3-year marketing partnership with London Fire Brigade. I mean, London Fire Brigade are sort of instrumental in the market in trying to highlight the issues, registering products, checking your products. So it's a natural fit. And then with trading standards, obviously trading standards are one of the bodies who process the information, identify that there are products that are dangerous, and then communicate that with the public. So I think having two organisations of that nature who've supported us, I think just should give people the confidence in what we're doing. Yeah.
Final question before I let you go. These databases like yours are only good and effective if they are up to date and current. How do you ensure that the Infoo database is current?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's really what one of the core parts of our business is, ensuring that the data, we collect as much data as possible from as many sources as possible, and that data is current. So we go to multiple sources. There's a group, an organisation called Electrical Safety First. There's the Office of Product Safety and Standards, the OPSS. There's trading standards themselves. There are the manufacturers. They have data on their website. I mean, the issue with going to, say, the manufacturers is often the data that they have doesn't stay on their websites forever. So you might have a recent recall, but if you go back, it might disappear. So to really be current, you've got to have collected all that data over multiple years. I mean, our data, I think our earliest record goes back to the 80s, late 80s, and then we have everything current. And it's ensuring that data is on the system as quickly as possible, so that any existing items that have been put on our system or any new items, if there is an issue, are flagged up immediately. And then we obviously have various processes of warning people that they have a dangerous product.
If viewers wanted to avail themselves of your service, Paul, how do they find Infoo?
Well, I mean, the easiest way, I suppose, is to go to our website, and all of our contact details are there. So Infoo, and it's info with an extra o.com. So infoo.com. That's probably the easiest way. And then my details are there, and my other directors' details are there. And we have contact information there for everybody. Yeah.
Paul, thank you very much for that. Good to see you again. That was Paul Livett, Chief Executive of Infoo, the company which is doing its best to keep us safe from faulty electrical equipments and help us avoid those domestic fires from faulty appliances. That's it for this edition of Blythe Business News. Thanks for watching.